One, thank you for visiting Airtime Hail. I know I've been promising another review for a long time now, and for that I apologize. I've had lots of stuff going on, had lots of planning and planning a couple trips next year to a couple of other parks, non-Cedar Fair parks, and my Platinum Pass ain't gonna hack it. So lots of planning. One of the trips is going to be to Florida, and I've never flown before, so that's, I don't even know how to go about that. But anyway, getting off topic, the review I've promised you since, I don't know, maybe the beginning of October. Um, so my review and my personal thoughts on Raptor Cedar Point. Um, I've been on a handful of B&M inverts over the last couple of years. This is probably up with one of my favorites. I'm going to catch some heat for this. I think it's better than Afterburn at Carowinds. Afterburn's fun, but maybe it's just because I had it hyped up so much by all these other videos I've been watching and stuff. So, anyway, some stats real quick before I get into my thoughts. 137 feet tall, 119-foot drop, has 6 inversions, which are vertical loop, 0G roll, cobra roll, a couple corkscrews. Another really noteworthy element that I think a lot of people who know this ride are going to really be able to tell you about is that helix at the end, the double helix. So anyway, you start out this ride, you go up the lift hill, and anybody that knows B&M inverts knows about the sort of twisting drop. It's never, well, can't say never, hardly ever a straight down drop. And this one is really, the way it looks is just so cool. It twists down to the left, but just the way the track is designed is so cool. You pick up speed. I think it's, what was it, between 54 to 56 miles an hour. I'm not 100%, but yeah, it's probably because how much stuff is around you, but you feel like you're going so much faster than that. But you come off the lift hill into that swooping dive that inverts are known for, and go right into this vertical loop. And with all that speed, it's just the most bizarre feeling. You come out of you come out of the vertical loop. Excuse me. And after a couple of turns and things, you go into the cobra roll. Anybody that knows cobra rolls know they're not the smoothest element, especially when you're taking them at an accelerated pace. And this is another thing people are probably going to disagree with me on, but one of my favorite cobra rolls ever is on Invertigo at Kings Island. Now, bear in mind, I haven't been on that many coasters in the grand scheme of things. I've only been on mid 80s, low to mid 80s. So I haven't been on a ton, but Raptors is one of the better ones out of all of them that I've been on. It's a lot of fun. It's really intense just because it's weird because it does manage to be one of the more compact Cobra rolls, but still isn't that rough. And I don't know if it's just because B&M makes good track, but I've been on some B&Ms that have horrible Cobra rolls. Anyway, after the Cobra roll, you go in the madness that is Raptors, twists and turns, and you come out into one of the corkscrews. The corkscrew on this ride, I don't know if it's the compact sort of nature of the inverted coaster corkscrew, or if it's just Raptor or what, but the corkscrews on this ride are a little bit rough. Now, I know lots of people say that any of the B&Ms with these old school B&M hard over the shoulders, they say if you keep your head forward that it cuts down on the head banging. And while that is true, I took that advice when I rode Rougarou one time because I want to like Rougarou. I really do. The layout is wacky. It's unique. But when I did it on Rougarou, I was so focused on keeping my head forward to prevent the head banging that I couldn't enjoy the ride at all. Um, that is kind of true here. But what I do to get around the head banging, I don't know if it'll work for you or not, but give it a shot, is I ride. My ears come right about where the restraints are, which I'm sure is the same for a lot of you. So when I ride, I don't hold on to the handles. I actually put my hands here against my ears, and I most of the time it just bounce off your hands, and you're fine. Um, anyway, after the one corkscrew, you go through the other jungle of terror that is Raptor's layout with all the twists and turns, and then you come into another corkscrew. Once again, at a great speed, it's wild because it seems that after the mid course, it still manages to pick up most of the speed that mid courses normally take away. Anyway, after the corkscrew, you go into Raptor's finale, which is this crazy intense double helix. Raptor for me pulls a whole bunch of G's. Um, Graying out, not so much, but you can feel the G force working on your body. Me, a lot of times I'll either get tingling in my fingers, tingling in my legs. Super, super intense ride. If you like intense coasters, you'll like it. If you like inverts, you'll like it. If you like that old school, super intense B&M, you'll like it. I can do nothing but say good things about this coaster, and for overall rating, I'd probably give out of 10. I'd say I give it 8.5 for a 9. It's definitely one of the ones that if you come to Cedar Point, you gotta ride it. Um, Working on a new rating system. That'll be more about that in another video. But anyways, go to Cedar Point, ride Raptor. I promise you, you will not regret it. And as always, thank you for visiting my channel. It means the world to me. It's one of my favorite things is roller coasters, and it's a really great community to be a part of. So just get out there, live life, be kind to each other.